It's time now for the Tom Lacey Sports Show on Hometown Radio, WIRY. Here's your host, Tom Lacey.
Good morning, everyone. Hopefully everyone had a great Christmas. And it was, a phenomenal Christmas season. It's like Christmas season is a feel-good season. So hopefully everyone enjoyed their Christmas. We have a outstanding guest today, and I appreciate him coming at last minute because I procrastinated again, which I normally do. And this fella is a friend. He's also the new mayor of Plattsburgh, and we'll end up talking about that. And I have a whole bunch of questions for him, some funny ones, and I'm going to let him talk about the mayorship. But because it's a sports show, we got to talk about sports first. And I know Wendell played high school sports, and we'll go from there. Wendell, why don't you introduce yourself, and talk a little bit about anything you want before we start these questions.
Well, Tom, thanks for having me out. I actually, I love doing this, so it's a lot of fun. And, I've known you since I was a kid playing basketball, so yeah. It's actually kind of cool to come out and talk with you out here today. So thank you. I appreciate the opportunity. Yeah,
one thing I'd never mentioned is Mayor Hughes is also a member of Kiwanis, which does so much for the kids in the area. And he does a lot of things that volunteers that people probably don't even know. But, I don't think he really cares. He just wants to do it. He doesn't have to have the accolades or anything.
Yeah, we did ring the bell for Salvation Army the other day.
Did you really?
We were outside of Sam's Club, and I dress up as a Grinch every year. We made a fortune. It was really a cool day. I enjoyed it. I look forward to that. Nancy Church and myself were there, and my brother showed up, and we had others too. But it was a really good day. It was so much fun. I enjoy doing that. And we fill the bucket when we dress up, and people see the Grinch costume, and they have to stop and take a picture, and then they donate money. It's really cool. And we played Christmas music, and just a blast.
Hopefully you're inside, Sam.
They did have us. They had us inside, but when you dress up as a Grinch, guess what? You don't mind being outside. So, no, but that was a lot of fun. And thank you, everybody that gave that day. We did fill the bucket, and it was really cool.
See, there's another thing that he does, and just does it from his heart. And that's one of the reasons why he is the new mayor of Plattsburgh. Right there, his honesty, and he does so many good things. So I'm going to start with some sports questions. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay. Let's see. Who is your high school football coach?
Coach Nick.
Okay.
And Mr. Stanley.
Yeah.
They were awesome.
I'm going to get to that later. What position did you play in football?
I played tight end, defensive end.
Tight end, okay.
Yep. Matt Sames was our quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we had, it was a lot of fun playing.
I think Matt is listening. He likes to listen to the show, so if you want to say hello to Matt, he's a funny, real funny guy.
Yeah, great guy.
And when you played how did the season go? Did you guys do pretty well?
We did good. That's the year Tony Montemora played for Peru.
Oh, yeah.
And Peru was just incredible that year. So, everybody was chasing Peru. So
I know, and it seems like that every year, doesn't it?
It does. Well, now the base is gone. It's not as prevalent as it used to be, but, it's we used to go Friday night. Used to be football at Bailey Avenue, right?
Oh yeah,
that's where everybody went on Friday nights. It's everybody's got their own fields now, and it's just changed the dynamics of it. And I still move the chains for PHS. I've been moving the chains for quite a few years, so I still have that.
Mm-hmm.
I get to walk the sidelines every at least 4 or 5 times a year, so it's actually a lot of fun.
Gosh, Bailey Avenue, people. the people from not the younger generation, but if they had the chance to play there, what a place, huh?
Yeah. I mean, everybody went Friday. Friday nights is where lights were on, and you went to Bailey Avenue.
Yeah, I wish I could build something like that again. Just
that would be awesome.
It would. Basketball, same questions. Who are some of your teammates? Who was your coach? How'd the season go?
Yeah. Matt Sames and Jimmy O'Connell, Harry Reid. There were so many. Mark Delio, Mike Klugman. We had Tommy Neal. I mean, there's so many good. We had a lot of good guys that I played with back then. Did
you win the championship?
No.
Don't say not. Peru.
No. No. It was when we were JVs. We did win the championship, but then when we moved up to varsity, it was a little different. So,
who is the coach?
Mr. Flynn.
Oh yeah.
Yep, Mr. Flynn was the coach.
Yep, he was my coach too. He was excellent coach.
Yeah, he was tough.
He was tough, but tough in the right way.
Yeah, no, I don't mean that bad.
Yeah,
he was. But the good thing with Mr. Flynn, he always told you when you did a good job too. Mm-hmm. He wasn't shy to tell you did something wrong, but he also told you did what you did right, and that was I always respected Mr. Flynn. To this day, I still respect him.
Yeah, I've apologized to him a few times because, I can't carry. You can't carry a grudge forever.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
I have nothing but respect for him. I like this question a lot. Your favorite teacher ever at PHS, including middle school and elementary school. Who really sticks out? I mean, what teacher?
I was blessed. I had so many that,
You can name a few.
Jack Stewart, Ray Lalone was another one.
Oh, yes.
There's some really... Mr. Riggy. I mean, Mr. Riggy was phenomenal. I mean, as you go through... Mr. Hobner was in science. You go through each of them. Mrs. Starks did social studies.
Yes.
And there were so many good teachers, and I apologize for not naming them all, but
that's okay.
I had so many good teachers that I was blessed, and to say one stuck out would be hard.
Yeah, and I'm sure they appreciate you saying that too.
I'm here today because of them, right? Mm-hmm. My parents and my teachers is what made me who I am today, right?
Yeah, that's what I was going to get to. Your influences, and I'm sure your parents are your influences. Yeah. Are they still?
No. I lost my dad. He was young, and he was 61 when he passed. So he's been 2003. So it's been a long time.
How about your mom?
My mom, I lost in she's 7 years now. So.
Yeah, you know the deal. It's tough.
It's
really
is. Tough. I've seen Mike Zerlo. I stopped to see Mike Zerlo yesterday. Of course, he just lost his father, John.
I know.
God rest his soul. He was a really nice man, and I know how Mike felt. And it was you know how that is. So it's I feel bad. I felt we had a really great conversation though, so that was fun.
Believe it or not, I was thinking about getting him on my show, and he wanted to. Mr. Zerlo did, and I was going to have Mike and John. Oh. John was my boss at Altona, so
yeah.
I wanted one question I was going to ask: who's the best golfer of the three? And that would have been funny.
That would have been an awesome one. I golfed in a league with John and Mr. Zerlo and John Jr. So it's always fun with those guys. They're always a lot of fun.
So who is the best of the three?
I think Mr. Zerlo was in his prime. He was he could hit he was really serious about it too.
Yep.
And John Jr. is going to be mad at me for saying that because he's a really good golfer too. So
I know. I know him well.
Just a really good family. So
okay. This is kind of a funny one. Who was your prom date?
Mona Gonzalez.
Okay.
Mona lived. I've lost track of Mona through the years, but oh my God, she was a sweet lady. So
yeah, you never forget your prom date.
No,
never. Okay. I don't know what type of fan you are. I wanted to find that out. I hope you're not a Red Sox fan. Are you?
My grandfather was a huge Yankee fan, so that would have pushed me to a huge Red Sox fan.
You are a Red Sox?
Had to be, yeah. Well,
Oh, my
every
gosh.
time you look in the history of a lot of Yankee and Red Sox fans, you find something. My grandfather used to sit with the AM radio into his ear, listening to the Yankees play all the time, and we'd argue. We had to argue, so I had to be a Red Sox fan, and he had to be a Yankee fan, right?
Gosh. I'm disappointed in you, Mayor Hughes. Are you a New York Giant fan?
Buffalo Bills, close.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same here.
Yeah.
Are they playing this weekend?
They have to be playing this
Okay.
weekend. Everybody's playing this weekend. And it's terrible because I got kicked out of I lost out of fantasy football, so I didn't even look at the schedule this weekend. I had the worst team I've ever had this year.
Have you ever been to an NFL game? I never have.
Been to a few of them. Buffalo. I've been out to Buffalo a few times. And
That must be crazy.
oh my God, it's amazing.
Bills are playing the Jets this weekend
Oh, okay.
Okay.
in Buffalo. So
Yeah. My wife is a Jets fan, and we did go out to see one time. We went out to see Brett Favre because I've always been a huge Brett Favre fan, and we did go out to Buffalo to see Brett Favre play when he was that one season he played for the Jets, and that was awesome. I mean, it's an incredible place to watch a game.
What is the difference between watching it on TV and being there? What can you see?
Well, I think it's I don't think it's the game itself. It's the atmosphere, and I think it's just the parking lot beforehand and walking around. Here's one section in the back. They have a bowling ball, and they do a shot out of a bowling ball, and they drop the ball. And if the ball rolls, you have to do another shot.
Oh my gosh!
So we stood there and we watched. You just walk around and see everything that they're doing. They have this old car in the back, and they actually use it. They barbecue their food on the hood of the car.
Mm-hmm.
It's so cool, some of the stuff they have out there, and they tailgate. They're serious out there. So I think that the whole atmosphere is what you can't get that on TV.
I'd love to go to one, and
You should go down.
I got to get Neil to go with me to Buffalo because he's a big Buffalo fan
I gotta get
too.
a hold of him too. So
Yeah,
thanks for reminding me that.
yeah. Who is your favorite football player? Must be Josh Allen.
Now it's to be Josh. Now, all time, I've always been a Joe Montana guy.
Okay.
Always, because he doesn't have the numbers of some of the others, but he was just a winner.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have the strongest arm. He just had a knack of winning, and
Yep.
I just loved the way he played.
In your opinion, who's going to be MVP? There's a couple other guys sneaking in there.
Josh Allen's been playing so well, and with all the new talent they brought into Buffalo, I would have to go. I'd be biased anyway, so I'd have to go Josh Allen.
There's Jackson, and there's also Mahomes, and
well, I think they've got a better team around them, though.
Yeah.
Personally, Josh has been doing a lot of it on his own.
Yep.
Saquon
Barkley,
Barkley's definitely going to be comeback of the year, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's always been an incredible talent too, but.
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite sports movie ever?
Oh boy, that's a tough one. There's been so many good ones. What's your favorite?
Believe it or not, it's Love and Basketball, and you probably haven't seen that.
No, I haven't. The one I liked is the prison one with Adam Sandler. That was actually pretty good too.
Yes.
Playing football. That was actually pretty good when he got in trouble for betting and that was actually a good one. There's been so many of them, and then the Titans was always an inspirational movie.
Gosh, too. that was one of the best. Also Hoosiers. You can't go wrong with Hoosiers.
Yeah.
So, Michael or LeBron, who's better?
Michael.
I love that answer.
Michael. I always go with Michael.
Okay. Caitlin Clark or Paige Beckers? You know much about either of them?
Yeah, they're both incredible, but Caitlin Clark, I'd have to give the edge to.
Okay.
Caitlin Clark and, both of them have brought women's basketball to a new level.
Without a doubt.
I know people that went down to Albany to see the Final Fours that I didn't know even watched basketball.
Yeah.
But they got hooked on Caitlin Clark and her three-point shooting, and they were just amazed at her. And they actually got tickets and went to Albany and watched that Final Four. I wish I had gone down now.
Yeah. You know what? I think if Kamala would have picked her as her vice president, I think she would have won. Caitlin Clark is so popular.
I don't think Caitlin Clark had to be anybody's sidekick. I think she could have won if she ran on her own.
It's unbelievable.
She is so
class act.
She really is.
Okay. I'm not sure if you were a boxing fan, but I like asking this. Sugar Ray or Marvin Hagler? Sugar Ray Leonard or Marvin Hagler?
That's a tough one because they both had such distinct styles. Marvin was you know, he was just a tough. And Sugar Ray just danced. So it's a tough. I always liked Hagler though. So and Sugar Ray was always a great person too. So the personality with Sugar Ray was so cool.
Yeah.
So
did you know he was here for 1976 for the Olympics? Yeah. And they all were here. You know, I mean, it was great in 1976. How old were you in 1976?
I was 8.
8. Okay.
I was 8.
Did you kind of know about what was going on with the Olympics? Probably not. Okay.
No.
So that's pretty okay. I'm gonna do some. I gotta ask Tyson at his peak versus Ali.
Ali.
All right.
He was just. I don't think especially in his prime, he was just incredible. I would never have to. I could never go against Ali.
Okay.
How's that?
I love that. I'm going to do some word association. I kind of put one guy in there because I thought you were, honestly, I thought you were a little older. I thought you played with this guy, but you obviously didn't. But I'll mention him anyway. Okay. We'll start with word association. Billy Jones.
Everywhere.
I like that one. Clyde Rabideau.
Lake City.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he was my guest a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. He was outstanding. Dan Stewart,
Mayor's Cup.
Okay. Chris Rosenquist,
Parks Come Alive.
I like that. I like that a lot. Here's the guy. I don't know if you remember him. Steve Holmes. You remember him?
Yeah, I do, and I would say Mr. Holmes because Ray.
Yes.
Ray would come to mind because he was one of the consummate gentlemen that I ever, ran across. So Mr. Holmes was an incredible person, and that was his father. So that would be my first thought.
That's everyone loved Mr. Holmes.
Oh my God, yes.
He was my coach, and I'm obviously friends with Jeff and Steve.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson,
incredible talent.
Mm-hmm. Josh Allen.
Mr. Everything.
This one, because you're not a Yankee fan, but Juan Soto.
Oh, $765 million? Is that what he just signed for? Got a lot to prove. That's a lot of money.
He's not even a good outfielder, by the way. I think he's a little overrated. In my opinion, they'll be fine without him, in my opinion. I snuck this one in there because I love watching this guy's interviews, and I'm not sure if you watch wrestling, but Macho Man Randy Savage, did you watch any wrestling? Oh, my gosh.
I loved the WWF and WWE for years.
Yeah.
So, Miss Elizabeth.
Yeah.
She comes to mind as soon as, or Slim Jim, one of the two.
I wish the younger people would just go to YouTube and watch his interviews. They were hilarious. John Nicotera.
Tough.
Mm-hmm.
Just tough.
Willie Stanley.
My neighbor.
Really?
I grew up down the road from Mr. Stanley. So I've known Greg and Eric and Mrs. Stanley forever. So.
Wow. And Mike Flynn.
Mike Flynn, just incredible coach.
Okay. Let's talk about the Fox Hill thing that I mentioned. You're from Fox Hill, right?
I moved there.
Oh, okay.
I grew up on the north end. I was over on Halsey Court. Well, it used to be North Beatman Street.
Okay, but
I've been down here for 30 years now.
You're 50-50 Fox Hiller, but name some other Fox Hill mayors or influences or whatever.
Bobby Hall, Jack Stewart, Mr. Riggy. I mean, there's so many. Rebel Hicks is another one on that side of town.
He was. People took him the wrong way.
Rebel?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Rebel was a great. Mrs. Hicks is an amazing. The whole family's really, they're really great family. So.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about.
I should have said my legislator. I can't. Area 8. He was Dick Perry. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Mr.
yes.
Perry. Mr. Perry. I can't go without saying Mr. Perry.
Mr.
and Mrs. Perry. Actually, another incredible family.
I'm glad that you said that.
Mr. Perry did so much on the South End. So, and he's one of the driving forces. I sat in his seat, which I still think is amazing. I got it, and the family has been so supportive. So they're just really good. I've known the family. We worked at Bonanza with when I was in high school.
Did you really?
Yeah, with a lot of the Perrys worked there.
Gosh,
and I just stopped and
Bonanza.
Yeah, Bonanza. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Mr. Don Verke used to be my manager, and John Clark.
John Clark, little crazy.
Well, yeah. Yeah, one of the smartest, crazy people.
I know it.
He's
I know.
So intelligent.
I like him.
I think, what's he know, 5 or 6 languages?
Yeah, he's naturally smart.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the possibility. Let's get to some mayor questions about hotels in Plattsburgh. If you even want to comment on it. If you don't,
no. Listen. Anytime anybody wants to invest in the city of Plattsburgh, we have to get excited. And having a hotel downtown, I think, would be amazing.
Oh, yes.
The foot traffic, we need foot traffic to some of the shops downtown. You walk up Clinton Street and you go down Margaret. There's so many nice shops. And one of the things, they just want to see more foot traffic. And if we had a hotel down there, we would get more foot traffic for those places. Really, I love going downtown. I got a healing bowl for Christmas. I don't know if you've ever used a healing bowl.
Yes, I have.
They're so, it's amazing. And I learned about that when I was in the Gem Emporium downtown. And she took the time to show me how and it actually is kind of a tranquil, that tone comes in, and each one of them isolates a different portion of your body. So I'm going to collect them as I go. I want each one of them. So
there's so many nice places downtown.
There are, and the Island Vibes has like the best Jamaican meat pie. There's each place has their own little thing.
Yes,
and it's so cool. And then the
Electas, they're excellent.
Yep. I shouldn't mention any, because if you don't mention them all,
I know
they are amazing down there.
Yeah,
I've sat with the Clinton Street business owners, and they want to do block parties this summer, and I want to help them.
That is a great idea. Great idea.
Block party on Clinton Street, shut her down, and let them have some fun down there. I think that'd be awesome.
Yes.
Maybe we could, run it in correlation with some of those Strand events, and I think it'd be awesome. And some of the new zoning, Peabody's has that sign that sticks out over the sidewalk. Some of the new zoning laws are going to allow some of that stuff to come back, and I think that'd be amazing. Because when you look up Clinton Street, you don't see a lot. You can't tell what businesses are there. And if they had signs out, Island Vibes had a colorful, or any of the coffee. There's a new coffee shop there. There's a lot of really cool businesses up there. And if you saw those signs, maybe people would take the time to walk up there.
It's a very historical street. Yeah, there's so many things that have happened on there. The one bad thing that happened to me on there is I thought I was really fast, and Shane Parliament, I challenged him to a race.
Oh, that was a bad move.
And he actually ran backwards and beat me so bad.
Shane is an incredible athlete.
Yeah.
Shane just helped us out. We did the pump, pass, and kick last year. And Shane was one of the sponsors that helped us get it off the ground last year, and it was really I really appreciate what he did. Yeah,
he's one of my better friends. He's a funny dude. I can tell you that. What's your relationship going to be with Mr. Cashman? Is it going to continue? Is it going to get better? It's already pretty good.
Michael and I get along really good. Actually, I spoke to him yesterday because it was his birthday the day before, and we had a really good conversation yesterday. We're going to sit down. We're talking about the rec. We're trying. I'm looking at every possible angle for rec. I want to get the best opportunity for the city of Plattsburgh and at the best rate. And, there's a lot. There's a lot of things we have to work on in that rec system, and we have to reinvent it.
Are you possibly might get a a new recreation director?
I want. We're going to sit down with the town. And I've already sat down with the youth bureau in the county. I'm working. I got to talk to Justin at the Y. I don't want to leave anybody out. I want to work it and get all the notes down. And there's a lot of really good folks in the city of Plattsburgh that volunteer a lot of time, that do the coaching and they run the leagues. I mean, the Little League. I mean, they've done an amazing job. Amanda Soleil's the president. She's done an incredible job. All of them. I mean, it's not just one person. It's a group, and they spend so much of their time, and see if we can help them out a little bit.
Yeah, I think the person you should look at as maybe a new city recreation director is a guy by the name of Tom Lacey. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, listen, like I told you, I'm not going to leave anything.
Yeah.
We have to look under every rock and everywhere. So I want to give the best product we can to the kids of the city of Plattsburgh. And, and if we do it with the town, I think it'd even be better. Because
yes.
I think we can make it a little bigger.
Talk about the city beach. Anything new? It had a good year.
It did have, and a lot of the good years come by the good weather, right?
Yeah.
And we had a good weather, and we have to. I want to sit and look at all the plans that we've done through the years. And, we've done all these plans. We've done plan after plan after plan, but we've never taken any action towards them. I've had a couple. Shane Dutel from out in Altona. There, he wants to come in town. He wants to have an event in the parking lot. Those are the things I want to see more of there. If we can get a car show, maybe, the food trucks, and then, multiple things so that we can attract people out there.
Yeah, a concert.
And that's what he was talking about, having some of the local bands play.
Yeah.
And then, even with a little car show on the side, so a little bit for everybody, right?
Believe it or not, I have cousin that's the lead singer for a really well-known group. They're called Brand New. You probably haven't. They're kind of emo, but they had 6 albums, and I think he would come in and play.
What's such a beautiful? I mean, it's so pretty out there. It's just I know you walk out. I walk my dogs out there all winter I start over in the State Beach, and I walk all the way down to the creek and back, and it's just such a beautiful. You see eagles out there. You see all kinds of stuff. It's just so pretty. One of my favorite kayak rides is going up the creek all the way to Beatontown.
You're right. It is.
It's so relaxing.
I didn't know you did that. That's it. Tranquil is
the
word for that.
It truly is.
Talk about your family, if you want.
Listen, I'm here because of my mother and my father.
Okay.
My dad was a great man. He worked at Bayview Dairy for a lot of years. I used to be his sidekick. I'd go with him in the morning. We'd go deliver milk.
Man.
A lot of people don't even remember the milk delivery. I used to go out one side of the truck, and he'd go out, he'd do the other side. And it was just, I miss every day something comes up where I think of him. So, and my mom she was an amazing lady too. She worked hard. They both worked hard. I've got 3 brothers and a sister. So, we didn't have a lot, but we did the best with what we had.
Oops, so I'm going to decline that. Was that you calling? It says Wendell Hughes.
Might be. I might have hit something.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah. So, no, I've got my brothers. They all live here. One of my youngest brother Lance lives down in Queens. My other 2 brothers live still here in Plattsburgh, and my sister lives here in Plattsburgh as well.
And you've adopted?
Well, we haven't adopted. We are foster parents to a 1 and a 2-year-old, and we've had them since August, and it's it's a lot of work, but it's a lot of good things too.
Yeah,
they're both kind of developed. They're developmentally way behind, and they've come a long ways in a short time, and it's just incredible to see. And like this morning, I was telling you when I got up. Of course, they waited until I had to leave. They both got up at the same time, and I didn't want to leave my wife there, but because usually I feed one, and the little girl is Evelyn, and she's just a sweetheart. They're both sweet, but she's one, and every morning I take a banana and I take a couple strawberries and I mash them up and I put some cereal, and she eats that every day. She loves it.
the high school team that you really loved to beat?
Same as you, right?
Peru. Oh, yeah. Yep.
And it's hard. I had a nephew go to Peru, and I had to go watch the games and root for him.
Uh-huh.
And it's so hard when you do that. I mean, not really. But, the reason we wanted to beat them is because they beat us a lot, right?
Yeah. They're always good in football every year. And name some of your childhood friends that had some influences on you. Growing up, like in elementary school, you might be still friends with them.
Matt Nephew and I used to walk to school.
Oh, wow.
Matt Nephew and I used to walk to school. I grew up on Halsey Court. He grew up over in Beekman. We'd walk every day to school together.
Mm-hmm.
And Matt is still a really good friend of mine to this day. John Stewart, Matt Bell, Matt Sames. I haven't been in a lot of touch with Matt Sames. The internet has made it better because you get to talk to a few of the folks online a little bit, but John Stewart and I talked. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
I talk to John quite often, and Matt Bell, I spoke to him last night, and there's so many good folks that I went to school with.
Yeah.
Matt Nephew has been, he's just always been good. He's one of those guys you can talk to, and he never ever says anything negative. And if I buy, it's funny because I got to run up to Champlain every now and then, see him up at his store. So.
Isn't it something though? Like, let's say you haven't seen one of your best friends in 3 years, and then you get together and nothing's changed. You still talk about the same stuff and make each other laugh. And
Robin Bayshard.
Oh yeah.
Carrie Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
Carrie, they own Zooks. I mean, I got so many good friends that it's just, I've been blessed. So
Yeah.
Really, I mean. And Robin, you can't get a better person than Robin.
Yep, I know.
He's and he was a good athlete himself, and his boys are all good athletes.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him in the Plattsburgh High School Hall of Fame, which I'm on the committee. Right. I think he's deserving. Yeah. So we'll see on that.
He did play for St. John's for a little while.
I know, but
we won't hold that against him.
Okay. Yeah. Well, any parting words? I know you have to leave because it's 9:04.
Yeah.
So anything you want to talk about real quick?
No, just thanks for having me out here. I mean, I really enjoyed it. And you ever get backed up, I'm just down the road. So
okay.
Give me a holler and I'll show up.
Excellent guests. Talk most about sports, which I love, and Macho Man. Yeah, I have to leave with that. So thank you, Mayor. And I know you're going to do a great job.
I'm going to work as hard as anybody has. I'm going to do, listen, there's a lot of little issues in the city, and there's some big issues. We're going to tackle each one of them one at a time. Working with the council is the most important thing I have right now.
Mm-hmm.
Really got to get, we're going to finish this budget right now, and then we're going to move on. And we're going to work with the police chief. There's a lot of things we have to do, and the rec. We're gonna, like I said, I've been working with the rec for the last month now. I've been meeting with different individuals, and it's been awesome. We have some great folks in the city of Plattsburgh.
Have you met with Tom Lacey about? No, here we go.
I will meet with you anytime, Tom. You know that.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. I know you have to go, and this guy's going to do a phenomenal job. Take care.
Thank you, Tom.
Okay.
All right, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with more on the Tom Lacey Sports Show on Hometown Radio, WIRY.
At Facette Realty, our phones are ringing off the hook. Buyers are searching, but there's just not enough inventory. Are you thinking of selling your home? Now is the perfect time. List with one of our experienced agents and take advantage of the high demand. Our skilled team will help you get the best price for your property. We provide comprehensive real estate services in Clinton, Essex, and Franklin counties. Visit FacetteRealty.com or call us at 518-324-4500 today. Don't wait. A well-qualified buyer is already looking for a home like yours.
Okay. I hope you enjoyed Mayor Hughes. Just a great guy, down to earth, and I'm glad he came on the show. Mainly talking about sports, but he did bring up some good issues. And he's going to do a great job. He's very approachable, and so what a nice thing for him to come to the studio and just talk. He did a really nice job. One thing I want to talk about, I went to the Clinton Community College tournament, sponsored Christmas tournament, sponsored by many. There were many sponsors, but the main sponsor was Facet Realty, and as we know, Neil does a great job with sponsoring so many things, including my basketball camp too, and also Kevin Doherty, who helps run that tournament as well. He's hands-on. He's doing a nice job there too. As if anyone remembers, I had both those guys on my show once because they had the same college coach, Bob McVeigh. So, but I recorded. I watched the games, and after the games were over, I interviewed the coach and one player from each team. So I'm going to play those. The one thing I do want to say is I really admire the Peru coaching staff because the boys lost, and their coach still he had no problem getting interviewed at all, and that's very classy. And then Coach Marshall, she lost to Saranac, to a very good Saranac team, and I interviewed her outside. And believe it or not, Coach Marshall, I did not push play, so I don't have that. But the one thing that you did talk about is you have a young team, and you acknowledged Coach Newell, and I'm sorry that I lost that because you're, again, very classy to have done that. So, okay, we're going to start out. We'll find out, once I know. Here we go, the first one. Okay.
Hey, heat from the coaches, girl. You're doing great today. You got thick skin. I like that about you.
Okay, we have Coach Tim Newell here for Saranac. First of all, how long have you been coaching at Saranac?
This is my 39th year.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Yep. Between boys and girls, yep.
This looks like a really good team, too. One thing I noticed, Coach, and you can comment on it, is it was Abigail Owen and Paige Jubal with great pass fakes to get to get Brennan open.
Yep.
I mean, fundamentally sound.
Yep. Abby is in the last week. Matter of fact, it's funny you mentioned that because about 4 or 5 days ago we brought it up. In the last week or two, she's kind of figured out that works.
Yes.
Pass fake or shot fake, and it just opens things up.
I don't see it enough.
No, it's kind of
when I saw it.
Yeah, it stands out. Huh? It's a lost art in basketball. We don't use it enough.
And it was also a pass fake that really fooled him too.
Yeah.
It wasn't like
right.
Like that. So
right.
But so you got a really good team effort. They got the best player in the league open with good solid screens. You had a good game plan.
Yep.
But Peru is a tough team, as you know.
Yeah.
And have you played them yet?
We haven't this year. First time this year.
Okay.
And coming into the season, we talked about it. I really believe there's, on any given night, 4 teams can win in this league.
You're right.
I mean, Peru's tough, Beatontown's tough, Plattsburgh's right there. We're right there. You don't sleep on Northeastern because they're gonna battle you to the end.
You're
so
right.
Really, this league this year is you got to be ready to play every night.
Yeah.
Can't have an off night. It'll show big time.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Like I said, Brenna proved that she's the best player in the league.
I believe she is. I'm her coach.
There's no doubt. You don't. I think.
Well, everybody has an opinion, but she just brings the whole package.
Yeah.
And
so
her unselfishness is like amazing.
It is amazing.
It is.
The one thing I noticed that Brenna did tonight was that one-handed skip pass, and it was perfect.
Yep.
You remember that?
I taught her that.
I mean,
just kidding.
I'm looking at it and saying,
know.
"Oh my gosh, she's got the whole pack." And so. But good luck the rest of the way. This will be on Wiry tomorrow because I'm on 8:30 to 9:30. And I have my first guest. I have the mayor, Wendell Hughes.
Oh, there you go.
But we're going to talk about sports first.
Well, awesome. Well, I'll let you talk to the star.
Okay. All right.
Okay, Tommy.
Take
thanks.
care.
See you, Coach.
Thanks, Brenna.
Hey.
Okay, first of all, you only missed 3 shots the whole game. I was counting. It was easy to count because when you only miss 3 shots, you proved you're definitely, in my opinion, and many people, you're the best player in the league, and you stepped up, but you're so unselfish still too. I mean, it's not like you're looking to shoot every time. And I noticed it was let's see, the Ubel girl,
Paige.
and
Yep.
Owen. What's her first
Abby.
name? Abby. They're pass fakes. Did you
Yes.
notice?
Yep.
Their pass fakes really worked, and they got you open.
I was gonna say they definitely helped get me open those pass fakes. My teammates are very, very unselfish too, and that they're always looking to help me get my shots off.
Yeah. So just an outstanding, and your scoop shots underneath with the left hand,
Yeah.
amazing. So just when do you play Peru again? I mean, what was the game plan? Because I know they're playing ball denial on you in the beginning.
Yes.
Does that frustrate you?
Well, we've definitely worked on plays to try and get me open and get other players open as well off of hard pressure. We've worked on, box and one, triangle and two stuff for Layla and I. But we put a lot of pressure on each other in practice. So I think that helps with game situations. But yeah, we've definitely worked on some plays. I think a few of them worked really well for us tonight. But it's kind of something we work for. But
well, great job.
Thank
and
you.
Good luck the rest of the way. Okay.
Thank you.
This will be on tomorrow on my Wiry show. So okay, take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You too.
Okay, that was a nice interview.
We have Coach Marshall here.
Oh, I did
Just,
get that.
had
Yes.
had
Okay,
a tough
we're gonna go with
game.
this. We're gonna go with
As
this.
we know, there are those games, and sometimes the ball doesn't go in the basket, and then that was one of those nights. How did you prepare for Saranac, and what kind of went wrong?
Saranac is an extremely well-coached team. Tim Newell holds his players to a really high standard, and they play to that standard. So we knew coming in that this was going to be a tough game. We knew, Brenna Duquette is just a phenomenal athlete. So we knew that she was going to be someone tough for us, that we had to try to take away from the game. She just shot lights out tonight.
Did you know she
was
only
amazing.
missed 3 shots?
I believe it. She was absolutely phenomenal. And I think on our end, we weren't putting the ball in the basket, which was tough. But also on top of that, I think we're still young. We're still a young team, and I think we have to focus on being a little bit more feisty, a little bit more gritty, and fighting for those 50-50 balls and making kind of those grit plays. That's what we need to focus on.
I think there are 5 teams that could actually win the championship.
I agree, which
And
is
you're
kind
one
of
of them,
cool.
so.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank
Awesome.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, I just want to make a couple comments on that. That was so nice of Coach Marshall. We're outside actually in the cold, and I just asked her, "Would you mind?" And she was a losing coach, and that's very classy. Both the Peru coaches, the boys coach did the same thing. He lost, and got to give a lot of credit. And when you lose, it's tough to do an interview, but very classy, and also Brenna Duquette. She is such a good player. She really is, and if you haven't seen her play, I suggest that you do watch her play. So okay, we're gonna go to another interview. I'm not sure what they all are, but they'll give their names as we go here. Here we go.
Okay. Saranac's a tough team, and you know that. They got you in size. First, say what your name is, because you're
Name is Jacob Masi,
coach of Peru.
head coach of Peru boys basketball.
Much improved Peru team, too. They're capable of beating Saranac. Just, one of those days. Some days you're on, some days you're not. You guys were not on today, and they used their height against you guys today, right?
Yes, they did. They definitely have a big height advantage. We came out flat. We played flat the entire game for the most part. It's a matter of they wanted the game more. They used their size with good game planning, and we really had no answer today. and our shots were not falling to the point where it was going to get us back in the game. So,
Have you played them yet?
We have played them. We lost by 2 in Peru. So, kind of fell a little bit step backwards right now, but we'll find a way to rebuttal back. So,
yeah, and I've said this for all the coaches that I've interviewed so far, is you want to peak at the right time. This isn't the time to peak, so don't worry about it. Keep your head up, go from there, all right?
Absolutely.
Good job, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, keep improving.
All right. Have a good weekend.
Thanks. Okay.
Let's see who we have next.
Okay, I have the head coach of Saranac, and the assistant coach of Saranac, Spartans, I better say.
Spartans, yeah. You gotta get it right.
Okay. Okay, first of all, obviously I know your names, but you guys you'll say it on here so they can hear. Okay. I'll ask you a question, then you tell your name. First time you played these guys, you only beat them by 2. What made you really put it to them this time?
I think this is Mike Record. I think because first time we played them, we had a lot of turnovers. We took care of the ball. We played defense tonight too, which was kind of nice, and we rebounded. And the guys are ready to go. And I think that made the difference. I mean, we played good D, took care of the ball, used our strengths, pounded it inside. Got some outside shots when they're available. Just went from there.
I think you have one of the best 1-2 down low offensive or even defensively in the league. Really, if you get those guys going, you have a good shot.
Yeah, if we can get consistent every night out, I think we'll be okay.
Okay.
We'll be all right.
I want to get something from because I played against this guy and he's a great guy too.
He is a good guy.
He's also a sectional champion in track, and he also was a pretty good teammate in basketball for the Castine crew, which we never lost to.
This is Mike Castine, the larger one. Tonight, the coach wanted to go big, and we went big, and I think it worked to our advantage. We were very long, so it was very hard for them to get up through the paint and get those easy shots. So it worked out to our advantage going big. We're a big team. I like what you said about the 1-2 combination with Duffield and Napper. I think both those kids are, and they're young. So it's good. So it was a fun game, a good game. Beat me down tomorrow.
Thank you.
Yep, thanks, Tom.
Okay. Where'd they go?
Duffield.
Okay. Say your name.
Carson Duffield.
Henry Napper.
Okay. First of all, you guys, you played Crew the first time and won by 2. What was so different on this one?
The first game we came out a little slow. Like we were down maybe 20 in the first half at one point.
You were down?
Yeah, we were down a lot, and then we came out half, made adjustments, and finished in the fourth quarter with a comeback.
I think you had 18 points and 11 rebounds.
Yeah, it was something like that.
You don't even care. The bottom line is what?
A win.
There you go. Henry?
Henry Napper, I mean, we had a lot of turnovers the entire game, but second half, like you said, we really cleaned it up and pounded it inside, used our advantages to win.
What I was telling your coaches is I think you guys are the best 1-2 combo inside players in the league. And
that's our goal.
Yeah,
for sure.
Let's see how it
translates
at the end of the season during sectional time.
Yeah.
All right. And Henry, are you going back to Rucker Park?
Yeah, for sure. I'll definitely.
Carson, do you want to go this year?
If my schedule allows, I will definitely be there.
No,
I don't know when the dates are.
I don't know when they are, but you're going.
All right. That's the plan.
Okay. Take care.
All right. Thank you.
Yep. They'll be on the radio tomorrow.
Okay, that was the Saranac Peru game. Carson Duffield and Henry Napper and the coaches, and and also the Peru coach again was on there, and you got to admire the fact that he took the time and got interviewed. So that's again classy. Peru was very classy. So okay, we have another interview. Let's see what we got. I'm sorry for being a little unorganized. I'm not tech savvy, never have been. In fact, I have a computer and I don't even know how to get the mouse to work, so we'll see. Okay, here we go.
Okay, we have Coach Tim LeMay here from the winning Malone Huskies, or is it Franklin Academy Huskies?
Franklin Academy Huskies. Everybody calls us Malone Huskies too, so it's kind of confusion. Our high school is called Franklin Academy, but we're from Malone, so it's the same thing.
Okay, unbelievable game, wasn't it?
Yeah, we knew that we weren't going to hold them down. We kind of got off. It's kind of different styles of basketball. Our first half, we had our style of basketball where we were a little more up-tempo and stuff like that, and we were able to get some baskets and kind of playing that up-tempo style. And then the second half, they kind of had their way with us underneath, and we weren't able to stop them with their size. So we were lucky enough to be, even have that last shot to be able to get that shot off because they were tough in the second half.
Do you remember when you played them last year, right? Did you play them?
We played them earlier in the year already, yeah.
This year already?
This year we played them at the first game of the year, yes.
How'd that game?
And we beat them at our place earlier in the year. It's a similar format, really. First half we kind of got off to a quick start, built a lead. Second half they were able to kind of, own us a little bit inside because of their size, and their size overtook us. So it was similar. It wasn't quite as close the first time, but they played very well in the second half today, especially.
I know your team is one of the toughest in Section 10. What are some other teams that are gonna give you some trouble?
We have a lot of our division's really tough. You think about the Cantons, the Potsdams, Ogdensburg, Messina. They're all very good.
Yeah.
So we've already lost to Canton and Potsdam already this year.
Close games?
Yeah, they were both close games, and but they're big. Canton's similar to Beekmantown with their size.
Mm-hmm.
Potsdam has a couple of very good scorers. So they're tough, and we got Ogdensburg soon after break, so it'll be a tough road match as well.
As you know, Coach, peaking at the right time, sectional time, is when it's at. So
absolutely,
don't worry about that too much.
No.
Who's the guy that hit the winning shot for you?
Brad Pupor.
Brad Pupor.
Yeah, Brad Pupor. Yeah, number 15.
What year is he?
He's a junior. I start 5 juniors, and and actually out of my 14 guys that I dressed, 12 of them are juniors, and the other 2 are seniors. So we'll be back for the most part as a whole group next year, except for a couple guys, and so we're looking to get, as you mentioned, better every time we play out, and then hopefully even build into next year as well.
Okay, thank you. This is from 2 Cardinal alumni, basketball alumni.
That's right.
So, okay, thank you so much.
All right,
Coach.
thank you.
Yep.
Thanks, Lex.
Yep.
Sorry about the delay.
State your name.
Brad Pupor.
Brad Pupor. He's a junior. How tall are you?
5'10".
5'10". Can you dunk?
No.
I always have to ask that. Tell me about the shot.
I saw a wide open lane, so I took it and I just threw it up there, hoping for the best, and it fall.
Now, when you got the ball, were you thinking shot all the way?
Yeah, I knew I was taking it.
Okay, that's good to know. And you played this team before this year, right?
Yeah, beat him by like 20 at home.
Wow. So how's the season so far going for the team so far? There's some tough teams in Section 10.
Yeah, it was a little rough in the beginning, but I think we're going to pick it back up.
You know what the thing to do, and Coach knows, you peak at the right time.
Yeah.
What is the right time?
Right now.
No, you want to peak at sectional time. That's when to be ready, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, good luck to you, and listen to the show tomorrow. Okay, it's on 8:30 to 9:30. All right? Thanks.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, let's get to another one. That was a very nice interview. Coach LeMay, a friend of mine as well. He's a great guy. And let's see if I can get to the, again, non-tech savvy Tom Lacey. I'm trying to find I might have played this one already, and if I did, I'll shut it off right away.
Okay, We have Coach Tim LeMay here.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we're going to shut it off. Sorry. We're going to take a break right now, actually. So, okay.
At Facette Realty, our phones are ringing off the hook. Buyers are searching, but there's just not enough inventory. Are you thinking of selling your home? Now is the perfect time. List with one of our experienced agents and take advantage of the high demand. Our skilled team will help you get the best price for your property. We provide comprehensive real estate services in Clinton, Essex, and Franklin counties. Visit FacetteRealty.com or call us at 518-324-4500 today. Don't wait. A well-qualified buyer is already looking for a home like yours.
Okay, I'm back, and I did find that interview. This is a pretty good one. There's a player, and I actually forgot her name, but she'll mention it, and she may have been one of the classiest girls that I've spoken to. There's no doubt that this young girl who had actually 27 points, and you could tell she's going to be do well in life, and very polite, and she's going to be playing college basketball, and she'll talk about that too. And I also have the coach of the Malone Huskies on here too, so let's give this a listen.
Your name, even though I know you.
Sam Dumont.
Okay. How long have you been coaching at? Is it Franklin Academy or
It is
Malone?
Franklin Academy. Well, either one will work. But Franklin Academy. I've been coaching there for about 10 years, but I've been coaching, this will be my 29th year, coaching in Brushton before Franklin Academy.
Now, I remember when you came last year to this tournament, you only had like 6 players. And,
Correct.
You had some injuries too.
We were plagued with injuries, but one of our players that was not eligible to play last year because of an injury is back, which she's been a nice addition. But at the same time, we lost our starting point guard to a stress fracture. So we seem to be plagued with injuries.
Oh my God!
But the kids the players that we have work hard every day in practice, and we get stronger. Which doesn't kill you, makes you stronger.
Yeah, without a doubt. In your league, how do you match up? Who are you going to be some of your tougher opponents down the stretch? Because you know you have to peak during section time, as you know.
Right. So every game, we take every game one game at a time and focus on those opponents. But we have Messina and we have Governor in the A's in Section 10, so we have to go through those 2 teams to get out of the section. So that's our goal. Our team goal at the beginning of the season was to get out of the section, win a section title, and get out. So
great. I was very, very impressed.
Thank you
with everything tonight, and good luck the rest of the way, Coach.
Thank you very much.
Okay. And we have here an unbelievable shooter. I can tell you that, no doubt about it. First, state your name.
Olivia Simser.
Olivia Simser.
Yep. Spell last name Simser.
Okay, it's not Clarke, which is Clark. Okay, I'm going to ask you, who's better, Caitlin Clark or Paige Beckers?
That's a tough one, but I believe I like Paige Beckers better. Okay. I've been a huge fan of hers for a while, and Caitlin Clark's an unbelievable shooter, but I think Paige Beckers has a better overall game, in my opinion. That's a tough one. A lot of very controversial, but.
How about Juju Watkins or Paige Beckers?
Ooh. I think you give Juju a couple years, and I think I'll pick Juju. But right now, I'm still a hardcore Paige Beckers fan.
Okay, all right. That's. How did you learn how to shoot like that? That was unbelievable.
Thank you. My dad has been my AAU coach for my whole life, and he taught me very young. He told me when I was younger we had a little Tykes hoop, and he'd show me how to put the ball with all my 90-degree angle form and everything, and I'd sit there and start with that, and I think repetitions in the gym. Oh, and when I was younger, up until my first year on varsity, I never shot a three-pointer.
For real?
First year varsity, that was the first time I ever shot, in a game, ever shot a three. I refused when I was younger.
Well, what's made you turn into a three-point shooter now? Well, I'm sure you could still hit the mid-range, but a good three-point shooter now. What's caused that? Just repetition and just doing it, right?
Yeah, repetition in the mid-range, and then I eventually stepped out, and it's just more legs. So, I think repetition really got me.
Can you shoot it off the dribble?
I can.
What do you like going, left or right?
Left.
Like who? Caitlin Clark. She goes left.
Yep.
Did you notice Kenley Clark never goes to the right off the dribble?
I did not notice that.
I did notice that. That's a weakness of her game. I picked up on that.
Yeah.
So if I ever see her, I'm going to tell her that.
You do that.
No, but so my show, our show is every Saturday, and we have pretty good guests, and it's a fun show. Maybe if you're ever in the area, you and a teammate can maybe come and we can interview you guys. We had Missy West on our show once.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, she was excellent, and so. But
Yeah,
what are your college aspirations?
Well, right now I'm committed to play at Houghton University.
Where is that?
It's down near Geneseo. It's
Yes.
a small little university, a little Christian university, yeah.
Nice. Okay, I have heard of it. So.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Well, good luck to you, and
Thank you.
Good luck the rest of the year. I think you guys are going to be right in the thick of it. Take care.
Thank you so much. I hope so.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
That's it for the interviews. But as you listen to her, couldn't you just tell she's just a very classy and knows what her goals are? And like I said, I'm going to say it right now. I think you're going to be hearing about this young girl in the future. And I do know that their team is excellent, and they've been beating everyone by at least 20. So I think we'll be seeing them again, and I'd love to have her in the studio, and we'll see about if we can pull that off. I want to give some scores. I didn't get everyone's leading score, but Malone beat Beekmantown at the buzzer when the Pupor kid hit a last-second shot. I didn't get the leading scores, but the score was 60-59, and it was an outstanding game. And then the Malone girls, they beat Beekmantown 70-25, and leading score we just heard from. She had 27. I didn't see her miss too much either. And for Beekmantown, Peyton Parliament had 14. Also, I didn't get the leading scores on these games, but Saranac beat Peru girls, and also Saranac beat the Peru boys. So, and I didn't get the leading scores for each team. In other scores, Willsboro beat Indian Lake 34-20, and a very tough Ticonderoga team, which people are taking lightly. And this was a girls' game. They beat Northern Adirondack 45-28, and for Ticonderoga, Addie Moore had 17. And for Northern Adirondack, Ava Moore, I don't think they're related, but she had 10. So look out for Ticonderoga. They're pretty good too. And again, I have to acknowledge Neil Fassett and Kevin Doherty. And I also love what the Sun Community News did in this past issue. It's a must-read, in my opinion. They had the Year of Sports in review, and whoever wrote that, I didn't look at the byline, but it's very well done. I suggest you read that. We have some excellent shows in the future, and gosh, I'm trying to forget whom my guests next week. One of them will be Cameron Conover, who was the assistant coach for Tom Curl at Plattsburgh State for many years, and he's now at Oneonta. And let's see, I believe it's going to be Dan Mannix and his son, and that should be a pretty good interview too as well. So, and we're also going to do some soccer players and some volleyball players. I don't want to just concentrate on basketball, and also swimming too. There's a swimmer out there. His last name is Paris, and he's just been killing it. He's kind of gone unnoticed, and it's time to get him, to talk about some of his future goals are. And his father is Zeke Paris, great guy, and we'll have him on there as well. Another one I'm trying to get is the scoring record for Section 7 was just beat by Trevor Harris. He's the all-time leading scorer, and I want to get the top 3 on my show. One of them is Dan Munson, and I can't figure who the other guy is. Maybe somebody can just text it on my Facebook. I'm sorry, I can't remember that one, but I think it's the show's going pretty well. I have to thank Mr. Drew. He's phenomenal, and also Dave Favreau and Rob, and also Joey Trombley for giving me this chance. I enjoy it so much. I would do it for free, although hopefully you didn't hear that. But I would, though, because it's I like doing it, and I'm familiar with the sports around here. So I did try to get Joe Cardney on, but that guy is so humble, he won't do it, and I wish people could hear his story. So there's a lot of people, down the line that we'll get, and hopefully we can keep this going. I'm pretty sure we have to get more sponsors, and I believe I'm going to be going door to door, so you might hear from me. So, but everyone take care. I'm going to be doing the January 11th show from Florida. I'm doing the Disney Marathon, and I'm going to try to interview some of the top competitors and whoever I run into, maybe Mickey Mouse or whoever, but it's going to be, that'll be a fun, but I'll be doing it from Florida. So wish me luck, and take care, everyone. Enjoy the day, and thank you again. Take care. Bye.
You've been listening to the Tom Lacey Sports Show on Hometown Radio, WIRY. Join us again next week for another great show.